Hey, class. So we're going to do something I think that'll be kind of fun. We've been working in well, the last video did we looked at Premiere Rush, and Premiere Rush is great. It's nice and easy, it's intuitive, and you can do what most people would do in Premiere Pro. And there's a few nice little features in Premiere Pro that are in Rush. It's really easy to do captions in Premiere Pro, for instance. And that's I really hope they add that feature to Rush because that would be nice. Because it'd be nice to just do everything in one platform. CapCut might be the way to go for some of you for that because it's all just all in one. Although, you know, it is nice to use all the fun Adobe stuff together. The good news is, though, we can actually import stuff from Rush into Premiere Pro and do some of the stuff, although I encountered a few hiccups. A few things that maybe make that not ideal, but captioning, not one. Captioning works great. Audio, I had I don't know, maybe there's something I don't know, and if you want to let me know in the comments when we post what I can do differently, but I did find a few workarounds. So um, let's go and just review what we did in Rush last time. So I'm going to open up Rush, and I had a lesson called Karate Lesson. And you know what I need to do? Of course, I always forget. Let's share my screen before we do this. So I'm sharing my screen, and you will see we're inside Adobe Rush. And this is our karate lesson. This is the sequence we put together last time. We did one in landscape, we did one in vertical, and that's such an awesome thing about Rush. It's so easy to convert stuff to vertical video, and it's you can do it in Premiere Pro. It's just I just find it's less slicker in Rush, to be honest. We're gonna go to these three little dots. And if we're going to import something into Premiere Pro, we want to make sure that sync is on. And I know this one is off because it's giving, I know that it's on in this case because it's giving me an option to turn sync off. So that was definitely, that's definitely synced. Let's open it up. Here it is. Here's what I've got, right? So this is our audio thing. So you'll hear at the beginning, let's hear that.
Hello, class. So I have
Now that's pretty good. What it would be nice, though, be a nice touch at the beginning with the music. Maybe what if it was a little louder and then the volume came down? So I can do that. I can go with this music and I've got my playhead right there. I can press the scissors and that makes it, oh, I cut the wrong one. No problem. Control Z. Let's select the music this time and I'll grab the scissors and make a cut. And now I've got two clips here. So this one, if I go to the audio waveform on the far right, you will see that the clip volume is at 23, and this one, the clip volume is also at 23. So let's turn this one to, I don't know, 50. So now it sounds like this.
hello, class. So I have
Okay, so that's not bad. I like the volume levels, but it's that's a little bit abrupt. So if I go to effects, and to go to transitions and I grab the dissolve, it's not just for video. The dissolve also works for audio, and I can throw my dissolve on there. And it actually, in this case, becomes what audio people call a crossfade. And it sounds like this.
hello, class.
So a little smoother. It's not perfect, but it's a little smoother. So here's the other one that I wanted to do in this one. And this is the one that gave me some grief in Premiere Rush. Or it's sorry, in Premiere Pro. So if I play this at the end, we have this.
Let's look over her shoulder again so we can see those kicks land. And that is a basic karate workout in our basement.
So with those mighty kicks at the end, I would like to have the volume increase on those. I really would. So there's some cool ways I can do that. I'm going to grab this and I can expand the track and I can grab this clip and I can, I think, when I stop talking here, I could bring up my volume on the other clip. So I'm going to select here and move my playhead to when I stop talking, and I will cut that. And just like we did with that music, I'm going to grab the volume and I'll bring this back up to 50. And I will grab a dissolve. And oh, it's already there. It's already there. It's on the audio and actually, I don't want it on the video. I only want it on the audio. Hmm. I don't want it on the audio. I don't want it on the video, but let me just see if I can delete that. Okay, yes, there we go. So now it's only on the audio. That's fantastic. Let's hear how that sounds.
Karate workout in our basement.
There we go. I like that a lot. I like that a lot indeed. Okay, so that's very nice. The issue I came across when I wanted to um, edit the audio in Premiere Rush is that this music came on a separate track, although it was like somehow it was on like track 32 when I opened up in Premiere Pro, and that was no problem. I just moved it up so I could see it better. But it combined the video and the audio on in Premiere Pro, so I couldn't edit them separately. So I'm going to try something where if we right click here and I'll hit separate audio. And now I've got a separate track down here and I still have that fade. And I bet when I open that in Premiere Pro now that this will be on its own audio and then I can do some of that nice sophisticated editing. And I know what, I think I'll do this one too so that I can I can do them together. All right. So let's go take a look at Premiere Pro now. So we've talked about Rush. Let's take a look at Premiere Pro. So, and you know what? I don't think we need this anymore. So I'm gonna close the Rush file. This project. I'll go back into Premiere Pro. And when you open Premiere Pro, it looks like this. And we have right here, open Premiere Rush project. And there's my karate lesson. And I click on it. And there we go. So it automatically brought in because we made a horizontal one and a vertical one, but that's okay because the one I want to work on today is the landscape. Okay. And there it is. There it is. Now I think everything's there.
Karate workout in our basement.
Right on. So everything's there, but you'll notice there are audios down here at track 33 and 34, which isn't the end of the world. We're just going to leave them there. I would rather they be up higher. I mean, we could select them and copy and paste them, but I think it's going to be fine the way it is. So what I will do though is I'm going to hit the plus sign and I'm going to zoom in. So that's nice. And okay, so and I can also expand these audio tracks. I can move my mouse there and I can do that with it. So the first thing we wanted to do, let's work on that first one first. So this was, whoops, let me get my playhead back to the beginning. Zoom. All right, so here we are at the beginning. Nice,
Hello,
nice.
class.
So that's fine. But we could do, so I'm just going to get rid of that dissolve. And I'm going to make this a little bigger so I can see more of it. So there's my audio here. And I can move it down. And I'll move it down to like maybe -12. But actually, let's keep them together. Here's something neat I can do. If instead of, you know what I'll do, just to make this simple, I'm going to get rid of that and make this all one track again. There we go. So to illustrate this better, on the left side here, we have a whole bunch of tools. I'm circling them. This is the pen tool. This is the selection tool. That's the razor blade. And those are the three I use the most. So I'm going to grab the pen tool and go on the audio controls down here. And I'm going to go make a dot and a dot. And then I'll grab my selection tool. I'll move the dot. How about that?
Hello, class. So
I bring that a little louder. That's a little quiet. This is better.
Hello, class. So I have a video project that we're going to edit together. So I'm going to be recording this video, and I've taken some B-roll of my daughter doing the typical part of a karate class in our basement. So we'll start covering this video now.
Okay, fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. So my next step was I'm just gonna grab my audio clips over here, and I'll make those same audio edits. So I'm gonna get rid of the dissolve. Is it gonna let me get rid of the dissolve? Let's see what happens if I click that. I'll grab it and I'll expand this audio right on. And then I can go down and I can make this here we go. I can make this audio track a little bigger so I can see more. I'll press the plus sign so I can dive in a little more closely and see what I'm doing. So there it is. And oh, I want to bring that playhead over. What am I doing? I gotta bring this over. Here's the playhead. It's right here.
Her shoulder again so we can see those kicks land. And that is a basic.
Okay. So let's do the same thing. We'll do the pen tool. This is where I start talking. I can bring this down. I think we said it was what, like point minus 12 or so. Let's hear that.
See those kicks land. And that is a basic karate workout in our basement.
There we go. And that's it. That's it. So a little fancier audio editing. Lots of stuff we can do. And there's actually some cooler audio transitions in here that we can look at. So if I go to effects, I can find like audio transitions where they actually do have crossfades, right? We've got just a few more. So when you set this up, by the way, I mean, if you're not used to layout, I mean, all these effects were, I think, over here in Premiere Rush, and you can customize how this looks. If you go to Window and you go to Workspaces, you can change how you want everything to look. So all panels, like there, you can change the layout of this. So it's personal preference. So I do, and I do. If you're in my class, I do have some tutorials that dive a little deeper into Premiere Pro that are up on our class portal. So let's now take a look. We want to do what I think is really fantastic, and is captioning. So when we first opened, actually, you saw caption, but we'll have to go and open that again. I think, is it under Window? Yes, Windows, and then we'll go to text. There we go. And here we get create captions from transcript. Well, that sounds like a great idea. So create captions from transcript. Now, this is where I'm going to customize a little bit. The default, there's nothing wrong with them. They look perfectly fine, but we can actually make them look really nice. So I'm going to hit captioning. Maximum length in characters, I'm going to change that to 30. And minimum duration, I'm going to change to 2. So, 3 is it's a little long. I think a minimum duration is good for 2. I'm going to put it on a single line. And now create captions. And away it goes. And there it is. Those are my captions. Hit the minus sign to zoom out a bit. And I am going to select these captions now because I think we can do some cool stuff with them. Like here they are. And you can see they're kind of small. I think we can do better. So here are my captions. And now I have all this cool stuff. So I can go now. Where the heck did I go to do these things? The graphic and titles. No, it was Windows Workspaces. You'd think I haven't done this before, but I have. Okay, so let's go here. There we are. And I've got text right there. Oh no, you know what it is? What am I doing? It's graphics. It's graphics. Okay, I'm gonna go Windows Workspaces, all panels. There we go. So now I got all my panels. I'll select this again. There we go. Okay, I'm all good. I'll be okay. So let's go. So I've selected those captions and I'm gonna make them all capitals. So right here, the double T, there we go. And let's go for font. Let's pick Arial. I like Arial. Arial, I'll go Arial bold. Bold's cool. Now she's got a white key. The floor is, not really dark, and the text is white. Now it is chunky, but I would like to, and you know what, you'll see it when I'm talking about better if I change the font to 80. There's 80. And I'm gonna give it some stroke. So I'm gonna select stroke. I'm gonna go with eyedropper. I'm gonna pick something black like that. And now it's put some black on the outside. So now we have some nice looking captions that look kind of like this. And I am noticing, boy, listen to that She-Hulk. She won't like it if it says She-Hulk.
A partner. So this one is called Shiho
Yeah, it's
Kuskun.
not called She-Hulk Kuskun. It's called Shiho Kuskun. Shiho Kuskun. Okay, so let's go take a look at captions. So I believe that was under window text and captions. There we go. These are choreographed moves, kind of like a dance. This one is called, it's not called Shiho Kuskun. Shiho Kusukun. All right. Now that changes there. So we are good. It is called Shiho Kusukun. So now you know how to do captions and you know how to do, and here's our vertical video. So we could add the same one to that one, and then we could export them both. You could change this landscape to vertical video in Premiere Pro. It's so much easier to do in Rush, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, you can do it. You can definitely convert it. Yeah, there's some, you can go like here if you have that camera, if you want to export one single frame as as an image. So if you want to use that for a thumbnail or something, or to promote your video, you need a still image. That's a nice feature here. But yeah, overall, I mean, I think I just showed you the two best features. I mean, there's lots of other great stuff in here. Like if you want to do color grading and stuff, this is very good. But overall, it's a great platform. I'm going to, so this is our timeline. This is the work bar up here. So when I go file, export, since I'm done, I'm going to go media and it'll take everything there. And then I decide where I want to save it to. And I'm going to call this karate lesson. And I can go to where I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it under in that karate assets folder right there. Karate lesson, save. And I got format H64 presets. I can do a nice preset. There's a whole bunch of good ones. High quality 1080 HD. That's fine. That'll be fine. And there are some specialized ones that you can do, but it's all good. So there it is. And then I just hit export. Away it goes. That's it. That is that. So it exports, and then you'll upload it, and then you'll have those captions in there. The other thing you can do is you can go to the transcript over here, and you could download a transcript, and you can upload that to other platforms, and that's a nice feature. It's fantastic. But so that is Premiere Pro. Now you know how to do a little bit of audio editing, and also how to put in those captions. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing now. That is that. If you know some simpler ways to do what I did, just let me know in the comments. That'll be fun to see. And I will see you soon. Thanks a lot.